Our next focus is still on Jerusalem, but also on women. Last week, dozens of pastors, leaders of communities, and scholars came to Israel to promote a new initiative called Pray Israel. We're now joined by three of the women who carried out this project. Jenny Lopez, founder and president of Women Add Value. Thank you for coming here. Dr. Vicki Harris from Our Daily Bread Global Organization, and Deborah Bartfeld from Hallel Ministry. Ladies, can you explain to us briefly what's the idea that brought you all together, Pray Israel?
Well, we are all members of the Women Add Value Network, which is a network in many different countries. And what this organization does, we identify women who have a strong influence in reshaping their culture. When we found out that one of our representatives, which is Deborah here in Israel, of the Women Add Value Network, she visits many countries herself. And when she went to Central America, and I don't want to take all her...
I was at Guatemala a year ago, and it was in the very time of Orahuate. It was a very powerful movement that they pray daily for 40 days. And this tool brings them a lot of transformation in their country. Even their president was changed. So I thought to myself, we need to bring it to Israel. It's a powerful tool. It's our powerful tool as a Jew. It's a powerful tool. We pray all the time. So why don't we pray together?
So the Pray Israel idea was conceived in Guatemala.
It was inspired.
Interesting. Vicki, you've been traveling in recent years, if I'm not wrong, right, to more than 30 countries around the world. That's as part of your work in Our Daily Bread organization. Can you tell us what's driving you? What's your mission?
Our mission at Our Daily Bread Ministries is to make the life-changing wisdom and knowledge of the Bible accessible to all people and all nations. And so I've been traveling around the world to our different offices, doing training and development and other HR responsibilities, and really bringing the peace initiative to different countries.
So how would you describe to our viewers the event that took place in Jerusalem? What was the atmosphere like?
It was powerful.
Yes.
It was 30 women who each one of them make a difference on their countries and their culture.
And where are they from?
Trinidad Tobago, Peru, Guatemala, USA, Kenya, Israel, you name it.
Deborah, in Hallel, you're trying to get together Jews and Christians. Can you tell us a bit about the challenges?
We have many challenges. We do a festival once a year, festival with Jews and Christians at the Jordan River, and we bring them together to worship God as one. But our people here in Israel is not ready for this yet. We are working very hard to explain that we have the same God. So we sing psalms from the Bible, and will bring us together to this spirit. And we believe that this year in November it will be a lot of difference, because the people of Israel are taking notice about these changes that they see. So I believe that they will come a lot more.
Wait, so you're planning another event to take place here in November?
Yes, each year. This year it will be in November, 15 and 16 of November at Yardenit.
Jenny, Women Add Value, that's an organization that recognizes and promotes women who contribute to the welfare and development of their nations. Where do you think a woman maybe could succeed better than a man?
That is, well, I will tell you, I think women can succeed in any area. Looking at current issues and at the current trends and educations and availability of opportunities, definitely women will thrive and succeed at the areas where more women are, for the most part. And we made contact with We Power, and the founder of that organization here in Israel, and she was telling us about an organization she has that trains younger women to become politicians, even access to parliament. She trains them there. So having access to women who can mentor other women in areas where we usually don't see women, that could be a powerful tool. It's already happening here in Israel, but to take it to America, Central America, South America, that is something we're looking into in order to make more women succeed in areas where you hardly see women.
I just need to address those women. Those women are from Guatemala. From my last,
The ones that we're seeing
yes,
behind.
that we're
okay,
seeing
on the
behind.
screen.
Each one of them are pray for Israel each and every day. The first thing that they do in the morning is get together to pray for Israel. It was so exciting.
How can you explain this? What's the feeling of praying in Israel and praying somewhere else? What's the difference for you as women of faith?
I am an American. So I can tell you that growing up as a Christian, we are taught that we must bless Israel and pray for the peace of Jerusalem. When we come to Israel as a tourist, we realize that there's a disconnect between what we learn, which is Old Testament, long ago, information about the Jewish people and the Jewish people today. So really what our organization is doing in this movement of Pray Israel is bringing together the people of today to pray. And what's going on in Central America, there's a lot of movements that are transforming nations. El Salvador is one of them. There's a death rate of 17 people per day. The pastors and the evangelical leaders are bringing together the different Christian groups to not only pray, but to work together with the government to decrease the death rate. And there has been a 65% decrease on death rate since the churches began to gather together,
More involved
pray,
in society.
and desire for peace.
So coming to this tool.
And Deborah has seen this as she travels to South and Central America. She travels a lot too. And coming to Israel and just joining forces. We believe as Christians that if 2 or 3 can gather together and ask for one thing, it shall be given to them. I was telling yesterday, if we bring together all the Christians and all the Jews, that's more than 2 or 3.
Yes,
So we're expecting great impact.
Is there a chance that in the future maybe we'll see a joint prayer with one more religion, with Muslim women?
Definitely.
Are you trying to work on
yes,
this?
of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
starting. We have yesterday.
In our conference, we
yes,
had,
our conference. We have Muslims too in
And
our
they-
pray.
And we were together, Muslim, Christian, Jewish.
Yes.
We didn't have access to more on this activity, but we are open to all people.
Vicky, briefly, how would you describe your personal experience here?
Oh, it's been phenomenal. This is my first trip from the USA to Israel, and it's
praying
just-
here is something
Yes.
different.
It's been incredible. It really has. I love Israel. We pray for Israel all the time, but to be here and experience it is on a whole nother level.
I would like to thank you so much for coming here today, ladies. That's amazing, your project.
you.
And we'll take a short break now. Let's meet exactly here right after. Next, we'll get to know the Women of the Wall. It's a controversial group fighting for women's right to pray aloud at the Western Wall.